management's a fucking heel, motherfucker.
Jesus Christ.
Goddamn pieces of shit. Fucking have a title, think they're fucking high and mighty pieces of shit. Come on down to Louisville, kick your asses with a tennis racket.
Oh, man.
Using words like verbiage. Assholes.
Fucking outlaw management mud show bullshit.
I swear, the people that they get to be in management are among the worst qualified to be in management sometimes too. Occasionally, you get a good manager,
Yeah,
but
occasionally, yeah, you get a damn good manager or supervisor.
I feel like in a lot of corporations though, you fail upwards. You just keep
You kind of
shit in
have
the
to.
bed. Yeah, you just keep shit in the bed until you're crown dipshit, and then I don't know, and then you get the fat retirement or something. I don't know, bro.
I don't know.
And then you die in fucking Valdez to a shark eating you because you didn't want to pay your delivery drivers more than $12 an hour.
Yeah. Fucking. I don't know.
Can you mentioned Karen. We should go back to that for a second because Liz and I had a conversation about that before we started. Because honestly, I feel like Karen's unfair. I haven't heard anybody yet make the argument that it's misogynistic yet, but it is a bit unfair because you have to admit it's a female's name, and there are definitely guys.
Well, yeah,
who act
they've
like
already.
too.
Oh, they've already done that. I just called it Karen because it was fucking quick and on the spot. But
there's a male Karen though. There's a male version.
Yeah, they call him Chad.
Chad? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they call him Chad.
So there's
fuck,
Karen and Chad.
Got a Chad here. Fuck.
Okay. All right. So at least they are being fair about it. I was not aware there was a male equivalent.
Yeah. It's either way. If you call somebody a Karen, it's dude, regardless of your gender or sexual identity, whatever, you're acting like a bitch.
Yeah, well, and that's another thing too is I feel like a lot of people misuse it though, because sometimes people will use it for anybody who complains about something, when really the way I view it is it's the kind of person who not only complains about something but complains about it inappropriately. They throw a tantrum, they just really lose their shit over it, and it's an overblown reaction to the kind of problem that it is. That's how I view it.
I view it as that too, but I also view it as it's something minor, and yet they're going to complain about it.
Yeah, typically.
Yeah.
I mean, that's you kind of get into muddy waters there, because what's minor to me might be big to you and vice versa, you know?
Minor, for example, would be minor would be if you go to a restaurant and you order an order of garlic bread or something like that, and it comes back out and it has cheese on it, you're going to complain about the cheese. I didn't order with cheese, blah, blah, blah. That, it's a fucking minor thing.
Yeah. I mean, unless you had an allergy or something and you told them about it, in which case, if you're bro, I fucking told you about this.
Okay, so let's change this up then. So it would be if you go to a store and you saw an item was misplaced on a shelf or something like that, or you bring it to the register, it rings in at the wrong price.
Mm-hmm. And
you start complaining about it. It's well, okay, because I had to do this a couple times at Home Depot too. It's people scan it. No, that's not the right price. All right, calm the fuck down. I would tell the supervisor, I was like, hey, I'm gonna leave the register for a minute because I'm gonna go walk with this customer, find where they got this thing, just so we can get this all squared away. And I would tell them look, if it is ringing up at the wrong price, yes, I can change that.
Mm-hmm.
Just the whole way of complaining, God damn it, fucking systems are fucking bullshit. Shut up, Chad.
That's really the difference. I think it's one thing to complain about it because, in that example, let's say I was the customer and I picked up the thing and I come up to you and you're checking me out or whatever. Not checking me out. I mean,
Ooh.
Ooh. But, you're
I see you, Bruce.
my There's no good way to say this. I was going to say you're completing my transaction, but even that's not good. You're fuck it, whatever. I come up to the register.
Got a Bruce down aisle 5.
A Bruce-like special.
His pants are half off, people.
Oh my God!
Check him out. He's wearing Levi's. You You might want to go wrangle him before he runs out of here.
Oh my god. But no, if I come up to your register, all I'm thinking about is Levi's. Oh shit. If I come up to your register and I'm like, hey man, and here's this 2x4, and it was supposed to, on the shelf I saw it was like $3, and I come up and it rings in as $8, and be like, hey man, I think that's supposed to be $3. Is there any way you could check on that? Maybe make sure you got the right price. And I wouldn't throw a stink about it, but like that's not really Chad behavior. But if I'm like, oh, it's supposed to be $3, and you better change it, I'm gonna like that. I think it's the level to which you complain that sort of defines like.
Yeah. Like there was
ultimately you could just use the word brat, because ultimately these people are just being like a little toddler having a little temper tantrum because they didn't get their way. They're just being a little brat and
they're being heels, motherfucker.
We kind of made Karen and Chad for a word that we already have.
Yeah. It's like, it's one of those things like they've kind of adopted like brat. Like, yeah, I'm a brat. I'm a bitch. So it's almost like they embrace it.
Yeah, they could be proud of it. Yeah.
But like they call them one of them a Karen. They're just like, I'm not a Karen. God damn it, I'm not a fucking Karen. It's like the defense.
Don't you feel bad for people named? Don't you feel bad for people named Karen or Chad, especially if they're not Karens or Chads?
I haven't come across anybody named Karen or Chad that hasn't acted like a Karen or a Chad, so no.
Oh, I have. I don't come across too many Chads, but I came across a Karen who was cool to me.
Yeah. No, man. I remember working at Home Depot. This kid comes up. It's like half a 2x4. Like he wanted it cut in half. That was it. He isn't buying the whole fucking thing.
Half Duggan.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be like, fucking Dink the Clown fucking became, like, Dink the Hacksaw Duggan. Oh! It's like, oh, that's adorable. So I ring him up, and he's like, well, I'm not paying full price for this. I said, you can have the whole fucking board, it's fine. He's like, I don't need it, I just need half of it. And he's like, I'm not paying full price for it either.
Okay, let me ask you this, sir. If you go to a grocery store, okay, you walk into a regular grocery store, I don't care which one, and you walk over and you pick out, I don't know, a fruit. Let's call it a banana, all right? And you take that banana to the front of the store and you go to check out and you go, hey man, I only want half of this banana, and go thunk and cut it in half in front of the counter and go, ring me up for half of a banana. They're gonna slap you in the face. Maybe not, but
but that would be a very interesting grocery store to go to. That doesn't apply anywhere else. Yeah, like it doesn't. And I was just like, all right, just in my head, I'm just going like, all right, I know if I call a fucking manager or supervisor, like, they're going to fucking back him. They're just like, yeah, just mark it half off. It's fine. Yeah. So I'm just like, you know what, man? I just looked at the guy. I was like, dude, it's not worth it to fight with you about this. So, like, look, I'll give it to you at a discounted rate. Okay, we're done. And I just knocked like 25% off. I'm like, here, just go.
Yeah. Sometimes it's better just, all right, get the fuck out of my hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's stupid. Give me 50% off because I only need half. Okay, well, I just ate lunch and then took a shit. Should I go back to the restaurant and be like, hey, man, I just shit out like half of my lunch. Can you give me like 50% back?
Yeah.
No. What the fuck?
Like nobody would go to a restaurant, like eat like half their meal and just say, like, well, I mean, don't charge me for the full meal because I only eat half of it.
Right.
Like, you fucking piece of shit.
What was that about faith in humanity?
We have none. And anytime we do get, like, an interesting story, like, oh, there was an area that was flooded and this guy saved, like, 3 dogs. Like, all right, awesome, man. Good on him. You just find out, like, oh, there's also a guy in another town who was, like, throwing the dogs into the water and he killed, like, 8 of them. Like, fuck.
Oh, I hate to do this, but I got a story that I could share with you that I kind of put aside in case we wanted to talk about articles. But I found a news article that kind of goes along with this whole thing that is just fucking bullshit. So here's the article, the headline. So you're going to see a different camera angle, Andy, for a minute or two here while I read this. But okay. It says, bullshit. Yeah, this is really bullshit. Wait till you hear this. Okay, this is from December 2nd, 2020. Texas waitress gets $2,000 tip. A restaurant refuses to give her a cent.
Yep.
Did you hear about this?
I did hear about this, but
Isn't that fucking bullshit? So basically, long story short, this chick, her name is Emily, she got a $2,000 tip on a bill, and they come to find out that the restaurant has a policy where they can't process more than a $500 tip at a time. So they basically gave her nothing. And more than one person has been like, you couldn't give her a few $500 tips or something? Like, there was no other way around this? Like, what the fuck? It's ludicrous, man. Like, she doesn't get nothing.
yeah, it's fucked,
Nothing.
man.
Not even $500. They couldn't even be like, all right, well, we can't give you more than 500, so we'll give you 500. Like, even that's bullshit.
Yeah.
But they didn't even do that.
No.
God.
Fucking A, man. And it's like, look, guys, change your fucking policy on this to, like, you know, 'cause you hear about stories like this. It's like, okay, well, we can change our fucking policy here.
Right.
Yeah, and I remember reading the article, like, even the customer, they called in and just said, like, hey, just want to make sure this person got their tip, and the restaurant had to explain to them, like, oh, well, we can't do that, and blah. Like, no, fucking, like, if I were that customer, I would have just said, okay, you know what, here's the deal. Just cancel the whole tip, just, you know, make sure the meal gets paid for, and then I would drive back to the restaurant, find that waitress, and just say, like, hey, here's a check for $2,000,
Yeah.
you earned this, don't let these fucking bastards touch it.
Yeah. I would probably do the same thing. Be like, yo, you know what? Fuck you. Give me my money back. I'm just going to, if we have to do this direct, then I'll just give it straight to her. Fuck you guys. We don't need a middleman for this shit.
Yeah.
But I don't understand, man. It's so fucking stupid.
I don't understand it either, but I mean, it's fucking, it's corporate America. You know, this is like capitalism at its
Yeah.
best.
I mean, I get like, yeah, I mean, I get you have like system limitations. Like there are certain things that I can and can't do, you know, in my system for the things that I do at work too. Like I get that. There are technological limitations. Sure, I get that. But fucking work around it. Be creative. Play jazz. Come on, motherfuckers. Like, because why does she not deserve that? That's the thing. That guy thought that she deserved it. So
yeah.
It's her money. Like,
Yeah, like there's a couple different ways around that. Like you could have just said like, okay, we can't process more than like $500 at a time. So what we'll do is we'll take the $2,000 and we'll just give you an extra $500 every week for the next 4 weeks.
yeah.
Like you can do that. You know,
Right.
I just
Or just add it like for if you know because not every transaction that you get in a restaurant, I'm sure there are people who probably don't tip at all. So when that happens, just apply it to that tip somehow, like add it to that check somehow that person tipped. I don't know, like figure it out, man. Like I don't know.
And you probably can't.
There's got to be a way.
Probably can't add it on like afterwards, because then the person would probably see that and just be like, "What? Why was I charged $538?"
I was thinking that. Yeah, maybe that's not the best way, but
Shut up and take my money.
yeah, ludicrous shit people do though.
Yeah,
Unbelievable. I saw another article that I thought was kind of interesting and weird, but it's not. Thankfully, it's not depressing like that. I don't know if you want me to share this one.
Yeah, go for it, man. What do you got?
All right. So this is kind of a weird one, but what's up?
I didn't say anything, man.
What's up, dude? You kind of stuttering in and out here, man.
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh shit! Did we lose you?
No, you didn't lose me.
Oh,
Right here.
you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. God damn it.
Okay. Sorry, man. You're tripping out there a bunch.
Goddamn fucking technology.
Yeah, seriously. Well, this is sort of a wonder of technology where this record-breaking baby is 27 years old, 2 years younger than her mom.
What?
Yeah. Doesn't that make your head spin? So here's how it works. There's basically, long story short, an embryo was frozen in October of 1992, and then 18 months before that, Tina was born in April of 1991. So Tina ended up getting, fertilized with this embryo from 18 months before she was born. So technically, on paper, that embryo is 27 years old, and technically younger than her mom. So it's baffling. It's crazy. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that because, like, aren't you? I mean, I guess this comes down to like when are you alive thing, which we definitely don't want to get into in this podcast. But
Nope.
like, but like, I don't know. Is it really 27 years old? I guess. Fuck, I don't know. I don't. I'm not touching that.